Welcome to another installment of Let's Have a Discussion right here on YouTube. Today's topics: things, people, or behavior that would be considered not sexy in the least. Also, we will be discussing outrageous things people do just so somebody will have sex with them. So we will be moving things right along shortly. Hi, and thank you for joining in this installment of Let's Have a Discussion. I am your host, Eddie Spivey. Moving right along, as any good social commentator who also commentates on culture and the nature of people. Make sure I have my notes handy. Might have to make certain references that I don't want to miss out on. As you know, someone has to deliver to you a certain message, and I had to be the one to tell you. So, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but the planet Earth, is so cocksucking, overwhelmingly overrun by scores of uncertain individuals, plus every type of cocksucker and, of course, asshole, whom would choose to be not sexy whatsoever. In every way imaginable, mind you. Just don't give a fuck. For example, there's absolutely nothing sexy whatsoever when grown men and little boys are outside fancying about in public with their pants down. There is nothing in the least bit sexy about that. For example, no one wants to see stinking looking, shit stained, funky underwear. That is disgusting. And pay attention, sagging pants in public will only attract a certain wrong trouble. Grow up and pull your goddamn pants up. Set an example to your son, because sagging pants in public is not sexy. Okay? Let me remind you, sagging pants is 100% certified, qualified, not sexy. Let me repeat. Grow up and pull your goddamn pants up. There is absolutely not even one thing sexy about kleptomania. For example, why would you pay a good friend a visit at his home, at her home, and then decide to rip them off? You're some kind of goddamn friend, aren't you? Let me remind you, there is nothing remotely sexy about kleptomania. Quit taking shit that does not belong to you. If you are a goddamn kleptomaniac, you are not sexy whatsoever. That I can tell you. There are these horrifically stinking, smelly breath, dirty tongue having, funky mouth assholes out in public, just offending the public every goddamn place they go. These people who absolutely refuses to have anything to do with dental hygiene. They don't brush, they don't floss, they don't use mouthwash in the goddamn least. And they just refuses to ever brush their teeth. Why? Why are you neglecting your dental hygiene? So, trust me when I tell you this. These are high-ranking, not sexy cocksuckers. People who don't brush are not sexy. That I can tell you. Unfortunately, some people are afflicted with scars and scabs and shit, and stretch marks and shit. Some motherfuckers have stretch marks right in the middle of their goddamn face. Guess that comes from eating too goddamn much. Well, to each its own. And so, if, in fact, you are scratched up and scarred up, well, I'm sorry to inform you, you just happen to be uniquely qualified, certified, not sexy. I'm just here to deliver a message. Don't get mad at the messenger. If you happen to just routinely develop these blistering red rashes any place on your body, or maybe you have a bald spot right on the top of your goddamn head that is due to over dependency on hair weave or hair glue, and you're bruising the hell out of hair gels. Also, you have a bald spot that's quite probably due to poor scalp hygiene, which means you never wash your hair and you never condition it, so you have a bald spot, and that's unfortunate. In all probability, you're not sexy at all. And remember, your bald spot is, in fact, self-inflicted. So, you fucked up yourself, so do not get all mad at me because I informed you of your not sexy status. I am just the messenger. But if you have a comment, feel free to contact me on YouTube, leave a message or leave a comment. Say what you think you need to say in your effort to deliver a message to me. And also, you can hit me up or you can like me on Facebook. I'm all eyes and ears, eager to hear and get all of your messages. Moving right along, if you have had any, or you have had way goddamn more than your share of Botox injections all in your goddamn face and your lips and whatnot, and people's getting Botox all in their neck, all around their eye sockets, they're getting Botox shots. Here are the facts. Your face actually looks like looks exactly like a fucked up cock-sucking balloon. Don't get mad at me. I am just a messenger delivering the facts that you need to have. And you are not sexy. That's all I'm saying. If in fact taking a shower is frowned upon, you're among those individuals that frown upon taking showers, and of course, it's one of those back burner afterthoughts that you rarely entertain. You are in fact a funky, foul smelling motherfucker. And you are not sexy in the least bit. Take a goddamn shower for once in your smelly, cocksucking life. That is all I'm saying. And it's better than a request. I insist that you wash your ass. Thank you. And the public thanks you in advance. We would consider it a public service. There are just way too many old people that just simply refuse to dress their age. With all due respect, I really don't care or need to see your 85-year-old grandmother outside in public wearing skin tight, pink and purple, mind you, and these are coochie cutting booty shorts that your 85-year-old grandmother's wearing outside. No one wants to see that visual. That's not a visual that the average person that's outside in public right now cares to have. Nobody wants to see a nasty, wrinkly ass. They don't want to see that. That's rather disgusting. It's rather repulsive. And who are you to allow your 85-year-old grandmother to fancy about outside in public wearing skin tight, pink and purple, skin tight, coochie cutting booty shorts? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Not every 85-year-old is aware of what they're doing. Of course, we know that if they're wearing coochie cutting booty shorts, they can feel it at least. They can't see it, they can feel it. They need to question who's allowing them to trot outside like that. I think it's actually inappropriate, but it's not only inappropriate, it's not sexy. And it's actually nasty. It's actually nasty, and it is actually not a visual that a person such as myself care to see. I don't want to be thinking about wrinkled ass when it's time to have a meal. I take my appetite serious. I don't need to think about anything disgusting or repulsive. Thank you for joining me in this installment of Let's Have a Discussion on YouTube. Do feel free to comment or hit me up or like me on Facebook. Thank you again, and I will have my next message for you on YouTube real soon. Thank you and peace.